How can we stop this player's shanks and get the contact to be a little bit more in the middle of the club face rather than the heel? So the first thing we have to understand is what is creating a shank. Well, in simple terms, the fact is that where that club head starts and where it finishes are in two different positions. When we hit the shank, that club head has moved out too far and away from you by the time you reach impact. And there are a number of different things that can cause that within a golf swing. But I think sometimes we get so involved on what positions this golf club hits during the golf swing that we forget that there's a whole element of skill involved in trying to strike the golf ball in the middle of the club face. So if I was coaching this golfer, what I would do here is I would try to get him to work on some drills that allow his club head from where it started, so we can see at address here, from where it started to actually reverse this arrow and get closer to him by the time he hit the golf ball. So it would almost feel as though this entire club itself would be shifting closer to him by the time he reached impact. A lot of people think they need to cut less across it or stop coming more from in to out, but the reality is just wherever that club is located in space needs to be moved closer to you by the time you reach impact. So it's not always about what position that you're hitting within the golf swing as to whether or not you're shanking it. There's a lot to do with the skill element involved here. And so that's what I would do. I would set him up with some drills that would allow him to get that club head to start where it was to actually come closer to him by the time he reached impact. And so if you've enjoyed this analysis and you're struggling with your contact, there may be pieces in your golf swing that are causing the issues. For this particular player, I would heavily focus more on practice skill drills, trying to get him to contact it more in the middle of the club face. But for you, that might not be the case. So if you want to send me your golf swing, I'll analyze it just like this, and we can start to get you hitting the golf ball more consistent.